when we talk about collaboration, it's about understanding what's the strategic conversation with cities beyond smarter cities as we know it today. But we are quickly realizing that this is not the destination. This is really the foundation for what is going to happen beyond that, which is the era of cognitive cities, cities who understand and learn and develop themselves. Why is this foundation happening at this point in time, and why now we're talking about the era of cognitive business? I think there are two main drivers. One is data. We've got a lot of data. 90% of the data that we have today has been generated in the last 2 years, but 80% of that data is unstructured. It is text, it's voice, it is movies, it is videos, it is things that sit on computers, but it's invisible to computer. We call it dark data. What's happening now with cognitive computing and the abilities that computers like Watson provide is that you're able to understand this data. You can grasp huge amounts of data, you can understand it, you can also reason with this data like a human mind, you can actually develop hypotheses, you can develop arguments and recommendations. Beyond that, the system can learn. It learns from every interaction, it learns from every piece of data that is added to the system, and it's trained by subject matter experts. So this is the topic that we're talking about, which is the cognitive city or the cognitive business. And we're starting in Dubai here to see really some leadership examples when we talk about digitization of the services, and we've done a lot of that with many of the government entities here. But if you go to the Dubai Smart Government booth, you will see applications that are dedicated for pregnant women, for example, by the Dubai Health Authority, or people who have diabetes. These are kind of engagement projects. More interesting, and when we talk specifically about cognitive computing, you'll also see at the Dubai Smart Government a case study developed by DIWA that enables a cognitive computer like Watson to understand patterns of energy consumption, understand how people in their house or in their buildings are using energy, and start to engage with them in discussions on how to optimize that kind of consumption. It improves also the customer service. Another interesting example that you will also see at the Dubai Smart Government booth is using Watson technology to engage with investors in what it takes to set up a business in Dubai. So you get an interactive discussion with a machine via normal language in order to understand what does it take to set up a business in Dubai and how to go about it and how to deal with the Dubai Economic Development Department. These are examples of collaboration that will help Dubai as a city become more of a cognitive city, where it has gone beyond smart and digital to something that learns, something that develops itself, and something that moves in the cognitive era where a lot of the business and the computing and the data is unstructured and is updated on a daily basis.
Thank you very much. So beyond smart to cognitive.
Absolutely.
Please.
Okay, actually Bashar covered a lot on that, but just to give you a few examples of what we in RTA, in Roads and Transport Authority of Dubai, are doing, I would like to invite you all to visit our booth in the government Sheikh Saeed exhibition area, and you will see a few examples. One example that we've just announced, a collaboration with